It is the 30th of the 10th, 2011, and this is today's climate change update. I'm going to start out of Fukushima tonight because I feel it's really important that this story gets out. 27.1 quadrillion becquerels of cesium alone flowed into the sea. This doesn't include the first week of the crisis. Still 30 times what TEPCO claimed, warning that a significant pollution to remain. You got to think of this plutonium. That significant pollution is going to remain for many thousands of years, and this is the reality that we are dealing with. Leading director in Japan, quote, "Nuclear power generation is the only invention that may destroy the future of human beings," end quote. Off to earthchangescott.net. Let's see what's going on in the neighborhood. Canada, hundreds of dead birds washed up on Ontario shore. The Ministry of Natural Resources is investigating after hundreds of birds and fish washed up on the shores near a Georgian bay near Wasaga Beach. Police say that the wildlife is scattered along a nearly 3-kilometer stretch north of Wasaga Beach, and it's just saddening. They don't know why. United States, Romney flips to denial. We don't know what's causing climate change. And of course, the politicians are telling you what you want to hear. Crushing snowstorm unfolding in the northeast. Now, this is a story everybody's following, obviously. The first big snow this early in a long time. We got a nor'easter in action. Going to get over a foot of snow in some places in the northeast. And snow has hit New York before Halloween for the 4th time since the Civil War. So definitely not a usual thing. And of course there's videos and pictures abound. Connecticut, record-breaking freak October storm. Early storm pelts East Coast with wet, heavy snow. And out of the Gulf of Mexico, more dolphins found. 3 washed up on Friday. 14 total dead in October, which is not normal. Gulfport, so far October, 14 dolphins have washed ashore in Mississippi and Alabama. 3 were found on Friday in Mississippi. And yeah, they're saying it's a big mystery, but of course, anybody who's following the BP disaster knowing that this is just another sad example of what is really going on, and that they are sniff testing your seafood. Does it smell like oil? It's good. So beware. Out of Spain, an elderly British couple swept to their deaths in Bendurium flash floods. They had severe torrential rains. Apparently this elderly couple was on vacation, and they were seen clutching to some poles at a sidewalk cafe and then were swept away. So there's extreme weather continues in Western Europe. Record-breaking rainfall brings sudden and severe flooding to Dublin, Ireland. This is back on the 25th, water cascading down staircases, and just unusually extreme weather there. Over to the extinction protocol. 30 feared dead in second bridge collapse in India in a week. Now this is due to torrential rains, and these are those big rope bridges that you see in the movies and whatnot, and the sides of the rivers are given way, and that's the second one that's happened in a week. Residents still looking for answers of death of thousands of birds that washed ashore, of course. Geologists closely monitoring surge in Arkansas. Earthquakes, and you can remember we had that 4.7 back in February, and it was all due to the fracking, so they've stopped the fracking. And where is that? Quote, "We're kind of beefing back up because this is a renewed seismicity." Asbrook said the shaking could be purely natural. Earthquakes continue for years after drilling ended at a Rocky Mountain arsenal in Colorado, where an injection well was thought to have initially triggered seismic activities. So even though they've stopped fracking, the unstable underground and the pollution of the groundwater continues with this madness that they call fracking. The myth of disaster recovery, thousands still homeless a year after eruption on Merapi. Now you remember in Indonesia a year ago, Mount Merapi erupted immensely and covered villages in ash and devastation and all those things. And we still have thousands of, leaving tens of thousands still homeless even a year after this event has taken place. So you got to think about Port-au-Prince, Haiti, Christchurch, New Zealand. Has anybody heard how Christchurch, New Zealand's doing nowadays in the news? They are recovering still with having to bring major buildings down and rebuild practically their whole city. So things continue, and these people have to deal with these major disasters long after they take place. And my heart goes out to you all. 4.4 magnitude earthquake shakes northern Italy. And seismic awakening, earthquakes are increasing in Oklahoma and nobody knows why. I say, what the frack is going on in Oklahoma? And Republican ruins, Obama sets record for number of natural disaster declarations in a U.S. presidency, only seconded by George Bush Jr. in his last tour. So that's proof enough that these are gearing up, and things are happening faster and faster, and things are becoming more costlier and costlier. But nobody wants to talk about who's going to pay for all these billions and billions and billions of dollars in damages that seem to be happening every day and week here on planet Earth. 6.9 magnitude earthquake shakes Peruvian coastline south of Lima, and of course this was on the 28th. And 3 columns of steam and ash rise 4.8 kilometers from Chile's Hudson volcano, and they are still on red alert in that area, expecting another major eruption, which of course with major ash downfall still continues to create a threat to life and livestock, agriculture the bit. So that is about all I have for extinction protocol, or as far as climate change tonight. Thanks for your support, and enjoy while you can, everybody.